Welcome to Vintage SF, Vintage 1950s SF. Today I'm continuing my series where I'm selecting books for Rocket Summer, July 2025. You will help me decide which book to read out of 4 that I've already selected. This is for week 3, the 1950s. If you haven't checked the other channels taking part in Michael K. Vaughn's Rocket Summer, look at the description here for this video and you will see links to all their channels. They have some great books selected to read themselves. The 1950s was an amazing era of SF. Many books were published, collections of stories, fix-ups, which were stories linked together to create a novel, such as Foundation by Isaac Asimov, and standalone novels were created as well. It was a publishing boom. If you're a viewer of my channel, you've seen many 1950s books reviewed here, so I selected 4 that I have not reviewed yet. So let's take a look at 4 books from the 1950s. Our first one is by an author who was quite prolific at the time, but if you're not used to reading vintage SF, you may not have heard of him. His name, Clifford D. Simak. Ring Around the Sun. This is from 1952. It says Unforgettable from the New York Herald Tribune. Let's read from the back blurb. Believable, exciting, and satisfying. Here is straight science fantasy. It deals with the daydream of a better world next door, the powers of paranormal magics like the mesmerizing spin of a child's top, a super science that can produce indestructible modern conveniences practically free of charge, and the inspiring struggle between the humdrum dirtiness of Earth industrialism and the enchantment of far advanced science in the better parallel world. It, too, in a different way, is believable, exciting and satisfying, with some of the most ingenious plot twists in recent science fiction. That's by Groff Conklin in Galaxy. That's a magazine. And on the inside we have some more quotes from reviews. The New York Herald Tribune says, Simak has constructed a suspense plot admirably rich in tricks and twists, and he has combined fluent reading with a good deal of insight and perspective. I have no idea really what this book is about. I haven't looked it up online. This particular edition is from 1967, and I really think that cover art is quite spectacular. It's 200 pages long, and it has a very nice red text block. So that's the first choice, Ring Around the Sun, 1952. Our next one is 1953, and if you were watching my video from the 1940s, I have one selected in there from this same author, Ward Moore. This one is called Bring the Jubilee, a classic alternative world story, says Brian W. Aldiss. This is from an SF Masterworks from the early 2000s. Typically, people call it the SF Masterworks with the black spines. You'll see with another one coming up here what the yellow spine ones look like. From the back. Hodge Backmaker lives in 20th century New York, a city of cobblestones, gas lamps, and 10-story skyscrapers. In his world, the Confederate South won its independence in the Civil War, and North America is divided, with slavery and serfdom still facts of life in the Confederacy, and New York a provincial backwater. Bring the Jubilee stands alongside Pavan as science fiction's finest explorations of alternative history. And if you're not familiar with Pavan, it came out, I'm guessing, in the late 1960s. It's by Keith Roberts. I've reviewed that book here on this channel as well. That's choice number 2 for the 1950s week. Number 3. This author just happened to have provided the short cover blurb for that last one, Brian W. Aldiss, Non-Stop. This one is a later science fiction masterwork with the yellow spine. They reprinted a lot of the black spine books, but not all. There's a couple in the black spines which were not reprinted in the yellow spine editions. Let's talk first about Brian W. Aldiss. Brian Aldiss, 1925 to 2017. Aldiss served in the Far East during the Second World War and later worked as a bookseller. He published his first SF story in 1954 and has been a leading figure in British SF ever since. His many other novels include Hothouse and the Heliconia trilogy. His Trillion-Year Spree, 1987, with David Wingrove, which won a Hugo Award, remains one of the best histories of SF. I have that book, read it, and reviewed it here on the channel. Now about the story. Curiosity was discouraged in the Green Tribe. Its members lived out their lives in cramped quarters, hacking away at the encroaching Pawniks. As to where they were, that was forgotten. Roy Complain decides to find out. With the renegade priest Marapper, he moves into unmapped territory, where they make a series of discoveries that turns their universe upside down. Greg Bear says, Nonstop was one of the first SF novels I read, and it haunts me to this day. Its gritty reality and wonderful list of characters make the setting seem so immediate and palpable you can almost taste it. I'm not sure if I said this is from 1958. Encyclopedia of Science Fiction, that's by John Clute, says, brilliant, a classic of the field. That's our third choice. And our fourth and final choice from 1959, Algis Budrys, The Falling Torch. Two men against the galaxy's most powerful armies. Great cover image there. From the back of the book. Their mission was simple and suicidal. The spaceship dropped them into the night. Their objective, to destroy the mighty empire that held Earth a slave planet. One was an anonymous agent from Earth's underground. The other was the son of the last president of Free Earth, Michael Wireman. Together they had to weld the underground guerrilla fighters into a force capable of beating the most powerful army in the galaxy. Danger and almost certain death awaited them on Earth's night side, but there was one weapon that could vanquish the occupiers of Earth, and Michael Wireman had it within him. The only trouble was, he didn't know it. Another good book from the 1950s. So now it's up to you. 4 books. You choose one for me to read. I commit to reading it and reviewing it in the 3rd week of July. If I have time, I may read another one. If you visit my channel page, you'll find a tab named Posts, and in there, the top one, if you're watching this video within a few days of it being posted, will be a poll where you can vote which book you would like me to read and review. It looks like this. First, there's a description of Week 3 of Rocket Summer, and then you have your choices. Ring Around the Sun by Clifford D. Simek, 1952. Bring the Jubilee by Ward Moore, 1953. Non-Stop by Brian W. Aldiss, 1958. And The Falling Torch by Algis Budrys, 1959. And if you're watching this video within the first couple of days of it being posted, you could also go back and vote in my second poll, the one for the 1940s. Next video, we'll be taking a look at the 1960s, and I will have 4 selections there to share with you. This will be the 4th and last week of Rocket Summer for 2025. I look forward to reading whatever you select for me. Until next time, keep reading.